Hello, welcome back to Divine Madness, the YouTube book club channel. I'm Shelly, and we mentioned before that due to the coronavirus, we're doing things a little differently. So I'm in my home, I'm videoing on my own. I have no one here to assist me, so please be patient with me. I have decided to write out my script for today because I don't have anyone to hold the camera for me. And I just didn't want to lose my train of thought. So you'll see me look down at my paper, you'll see me turn back to the screen, but the message is still the same. I'm so glad to have you all here. I have enjoyed this time immensely, and as such, I am really pulling on the desires of my heart because I've always wanted to reach out to a body of people and share a message of hope, to share a message of inspiration, to provoke, to probe. And as a result of this fiction novel that I've written years ago, I finally have the courage and the tenacity to stay with something that has been infused in my heart. So I've recently come to realize the importance of the gift, and you've heard me exclaim many a time, "What are you doing with your gift? What are you doing with your gift?" And it's not just an exclamation to you, but it is an exclamation to me to hold true to, what are you doing, Shelly? How many more days are you going to let pass by? And what are you doing with your gift? I am certain that I know what my gifts are, and I continue to analyze and reflect more and more as to, did I get that right, God? And as I go back on a reflection of my life, it seems that I've gotten a lot closer to know what my gifts are. And it's just important to me that other young ladies, that other people don't wait to the age to know their gifts that I have come to know mine. They're very important. I understand why God says that they are treasures of our heart, why we come to fulfillment, why we need to hold fast to them, why we need to fight for them, and why they are treasures, and how He puts us before great men when we use our gifts. Some versions say kings, but it's just a matter of how you're presented and where you're invited to the table. It's your gift that got you there. So what I'd like to do today is just expound on some research that I've been doing in regards to your gift, our gift, the gift. So please take your time with me. Please be patient with me because, like I said, I'll be reading from the paper and then I'll be turning back to the screen. But I hope the message resonates just the same. So in the discovery or the laud of your gift, one thing is certain. It's not man-made but God-given. Deuteronomy 8:17 reminds the brilliant and the accomplished to pause and to remember sacrificial beginnings. Deuteronomy 8:18 is a note through God's stern grace that it is He who has bestowed power for you to receive social and economic appeal. So what we'll do is we'll rewind, research, and re-examine God through these two scriptures. But most importantly, Deuteronomy 8:18. Deuteronomy 8:17 reads, "Then you say in your heart, my power and the might of my hand have gained me this wealth." Deuteronomy 8:18, "And you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you power to get wealth, that He may establish His covenant, which He swore to your fathers, as it is this day." With a primary focus on Deuteronomy 8:18, for it is He who gives you power to get wealth. Power and wealth will be our two words, our two primary words that we research today. I researched these two words in the concordance. The concordance is a biblical dictionary that takes you through the Hebrew and the Greek terminologies, the history of the words. So when I looked for the word power in the concordance, I looked in the Hebrew section because I'm referring to power in the Old Testament. And this took me to number 3581. And 3581 notes power as being God-given, literally, force, good or bad. Figuratively, capacity, means to produce, ability, chameleon, and fruits. When I looked up the word wealth in the Hebrew section, because again I'm looking up wealth from the Old Testament, number 2428 notes wealth as being substance, riches, train, valiant, virtuous, valor, army, band of men. So I'm going to take all of these different words and fuse them into one context to create a message. In this message, it's going to hold all of the words force, good or bad, capacity, means to produce, ability, chameleon, fruits, substance, riches, train, valiant, virtuous, valor, army, band of men, to get to the importance of knowing, using, believing in your gift. And for some, it's plural. We'll get to that another time. Here we go. It is God who put the force in you to train toward the ability. You are not by chance a good stylist, mechanic, teacher, counselor, lawyer. The skill or recognition is a fruit of the fruits within you. Our gifts are lost or unknowing because they've been suppressed by the demand of being extraordinary. When some gifts are blended in our daily existence of ordinary. I dare say that's why a chameleon, because your gift is adaptive to the ordinary. As an unpronounced quality, your fruit, gift, is masked in the surroundings and as such become indistinctive. To find it, identify it, from substance to existence, you have to focus. To keenly separate the two infused objects. When it, the gift, moves like a chameleon, it is distinctive in discoloration from its true self to what masked itself to be. The separation requires a valiant valor of virtue to honor God, because it's hard to see and proclaim what others don't validate, and strength to extend your capacity as a means to produce ability. God establishes his promises of abundant life, John 10:10, rich in mind fulfillment and the joy of labor, surrounding you with a band of men in good covenant with God. In short, power is your gift, a force of your ability as a means that creates fruit or fruits, interchangeable and adaptive as a chameleon, used for good or bad. Proverbs 18:16 reads, "A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men." So, if you're seeking recognition and advancement, it's in your gift. Use your gift. Use your gift. So I ask you, what are you doing with your gift? What are you doing with your gift? Thank you. I really appreciate you tuning in to the Divine Madness YouTube channel, and I'll see you soon.